I believe this is video 5 right here. It's coming up. And this just give you an idea of all the different things that I've got for reasonable doubts. Now, sitting down again, I never heard of road rage before them boom cars came around. '62. The boom cars, 62. The boom cars, they target certain areas of the brain through the frequency device that they use, which is called an equalizer, which separates the bass from the high frequency and the low frequency. And the bass, I don't understand it, but that is what irritates individuals. It's not the high frequencies. You don't hear the high frequencies. That's the reason why a long time ago they used drums where they could communicate miles away. Well, the low frequency is the same thing too. My research is that the low frequency causes somebody who would never even think about violating somebody, causes them to have a fit of rage and helplessness at the same time. And the reason for that is a lot of times the low frequency sound is so low, these weapons are disguised as home entertainment centers of where they use low frequency sound to irritate people. You might not even hear it. You'll feel it though, but you won't know where it's coming from. They could very easily have it to where they would not be allowed anywhere in the United States. For that matter, I think the world too on top of that. Low frequency sound is also used for in sonar to locate submarines hundreds, probably thousands of feet down. It is also the same thing that causes whales to beach themselves. 63, I've been sleep deprived for years. And the thing is, what happens is it gets you to the point where you're afraid to go to sleep, because when you do finally go to sleep, a boom car comes by and wakes you up out of a good sleep pattern, which is, I think it's called REM, rapid eye movement. 64. I find that if I ask somebody to turn down the stereo, I'm automatically hated. Not because I did anything wrong. I could go over and give them a six-pack. I could give them a dozen roses. And automatically, if there's ever any problems, they're automatically going to say, that's the snitch that did it. Even though we're supposed to have rights to be able to live in peace. But you see, what's happened is the second generation of the boom car punks are the ones that are now probably a lot of the cops are the second generation of boom car punks. They grew up on that low frequency sound. They became addicted to it. And so therefore, if a kid grows up, he doesn't have no conscience about courtesy or anything like that, because he saw from his parents. His parents had no consideration for nobody. So he's going to follow what his parents did. Now, 65. One boom car can violate and irritate 10,000 people in traffic, in homes, in businesses. Not only that, God knows the number of illnesses that it causes people. Now, we've got 66, which is home and business walls, no matter how thick, cement, concrete, glass, or anything, does not stop the low-frequency sound. Then we got 67. The boom cars have created a violation status culture where if somebody is kind and considerate to somebody, they're considered weak. So the facts are, when a person has grown up to where they have all they've seen out of their parents is them defending their right to be able to violate people, automatically the kids are going to say, okay. They're not even going to think twice about consideration. Now we've got something called 68. The low-frequency sound sets off car alarms, burglar alarms, sets off business alarms. So what happens is, that's under 80610 of the Florida statutes, which is called breaking and entering with the concussion of the speakers into somebody's home or business or car. Then what happens is those people, they will answer the burglar alarm so many times, and then they get sick and tired of it. Well, all somebody's got to do is just have a boom car, set off the alarm so many times. Cops ain't going to know where it's coming from. Hey, the boom car punk could have high-powered binoculars. And then when the time comes right, he breaks in. 70. How many innocent people have been jailed? That's where the cops have allowed harm. That's under Florida Statute 843-0855-3. And so the people have been made to feel guilty about the facts are they're wondering, why do I have to fight for my right for peace? Why can't everybody be a kind, considerate person? Now, these boom cars cops love the boom cars. Why? If people are at each other's throats, that's more people to throw in jail. 71. A cop hate crime. A cop hate crime is when a cop knows that they allow harm or even cause harm. Or they wrongfully arrest somebody just because the law says that they can do it. Just like a long time ago, there was something called the Nuremberg trials. The people couldn't get away with the fact, so I was just taking orders when I shot that Holocaust Jew or something like that. Well, this is what's going on right now. 72, I've been told you can't fight City Hall. Well, look at it this way. I'm not fighting City Hall. I'm trying to protect City Hall. But the thing is what I found so far is, when you try and go through all the so-called right channels, they wear you down. They use these favorite excuses. Why don't you? Not my job. Not my jurisdiction. I'm not law authorized. That's a local issue. I wasn't there. We're forbidden to. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. Sorry, sucker. So what happens is, so far, the people have been right. Then we've got the Holy Bible, Psalms 35:20 of the Bible. It specifically states that there are people who lay in wait and ensnare the peaceful of the land. And this is what's going on right now in America. You've got people that will willfully, knowing that they're violating people, and it's like a status symbol to them. But you can best bet when they go to sleep at night, they want to have their peace and quiet. 74. Is your home worth defending? Do you deserve to even have your home? If you won't defend it, and I'm talking about defending it in the most peaceful way that you can think of. I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about something to where people go about it in a civil manner, and that they try to get something done going through the so-called proper channels. So, then we got 75. The cops are using people's ignorance against them. I'm sure you've heard that term, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Well, what about when the cops willfully ignore the laws that are there to protect Americans? What is their excuse? I just don't understand how people can knowingly know people are suffering. To me, that is the worst type of hate crime, is when cops know people are suffering. But you can best bet they're going to have their place to where people are going to see the cop cars out in front of their place, so they have a crime-free zone. They don't have to worry about people violating their rights. But at the same time, they put their family in danger. I want cops protected. I can't even imagine what this world would be like if we didn't have them. So, I'm just trying to figure out why it is. All I'm trying to do is protect my fellow Americans, and because it's not something that the cops want, because I do believe they know that those boom bases are the cause of many innocent people being arrested on trumped-up charges, and they have not been able to put two and two together and figure that out. Then we've got something, 76, that's called unlawful cop harm. That's under 843 08553, and that's in the Florida statutes, and also 83925 of the Florida statutes. And also they can apply 874 of the Florida statutes, which is criminal gang signaling instrumentalities. They can also arrest them under 3015 of the Florida statutes. They can arrest the Florida governor, Rick Scott. He can call out the military on these punks. That's how far he can go to get rid of these punks. Or is an oath just a convenient lie to get in that gravy train where you can be on that gravy train for the rest of your life? Get that pension and everything like that? Get all these benefits and everything for the rest of your life? I just don't understand it. Anyway, this is Jimbikeman here. I'm hoping and praying that my jury trial, that they will see that I'm the innocent victim.